Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to the fourth session of this conference, which is entitled The Politics of Coming Closer to the Truth. I also would like to thank the organisers of the conference for inviting me to chair this panel, which I'm very excited about. Like Anna, I have worked as a creative practitioner and in photography education for many, many years. And earlier yesterday, there was a lot of discussion around Joe Spence and camera work. And it made me think about the landscape within which camera work actually existed, which included other organisations such as Blackfriars Photography Project, Photo Co-op, which is now Photo Fusion, and North Paddington Community Darkroom. Almost all of those have gone. The camera work is now the site of Four Corners, and Photo Fusion is sort of like changing itself quite a lot. So the landscape is very, very different. I was also on the steering committee, there's like a little bit of history here, of both of the previous women's photography festivals. In 1988, there was Spectrum, and then, of course, in 1992, Signals, which some of you are quite familiar with. I've also was a member, and still am a member, of Autograph, which is the Association of Black Photographers, which was initiated and founded by Sunil Gupta and Monica Baker, both of whom are here in the audience today. They might wave, I don't know if they will. And all of those organisations that I've mentioned were deeply concerned with issues of representation in relation to the photographic image. And at the time when I came out into college, into working for North Paddington, at that time photography was very much synonymous with activism, which I think maybe it still is today to a certain extent, but the focus seems to have changed a little bit. Yesterday, there were some references to hierarchies leading to gaps in spaces, in the voices which needed to be heard. And obviously, no single event could even hope to address that issue in full. But I hope in the session that I'm about to chair that there will be an opportunity to touch on some aspects of those concerns. Colonial photography, as we heard yesterday, has been meticulously archived, and as Sabina pointed out yesterday, the issue is not about the invisibility of men or women, but the absence of voices from outside the dominant space. So without further ado, I shall introduce my panel to you. Christine Iyeni is a curator, art historian and Guild Research Fellow in Contemporary Art at the University of Central Lancashire, where she collaborates on making histories visible, an interdisciplinary visual research project based at the University of Lancashire's Centre for Contemporary Art and is led by Lubaina Hamid, MBE. Alva Graney completed her BA Honours in Communication Studies from Dublin City University and obtained an MFA with distinction in photography from the School of Visual Arts in New York, and as a Fulbright and Aaron Siskind Memorial Fellow 2000 to 2003. Making and exhibiting work internationally, she was also worked as a curatorial assistant with Jennifer Blessing at the Guggenheim Museum in New York. In 2014, she completed a residency at the Central Cultural Irlandaise, Paris, where she will exhibit for Paris Photo next week in 2015. She's a lecturer in photographer and course director of the MFA photography degree at Ulster University, Belfast School of Art. Victoria Garnons-Williams is an award-winning academic and also gained her PhD from the University of South Wales, whose presentations, publications and research interests include early Australian photography, pictorialism and contemporary and international photo media. She currently lectures in photomedia and contemporary art practice in visual arts within the Creative Industries faculty at Queensland University of Technology and lives in Brisbane, Australia. And I'd like to invite Victoria to come up and present her paper. Thank you.